Like, what are some of the pressures that you face, like around like interracial dating and things of that nature?
I dated a girl and she was a mix. Like she was like half black, half white, but like the way she moved socially, like she had a lot of the privileges of like a white woman. I promise you, I've never got as much flack back from anything in my life. People felt like I betrayed the black community or something. You would have thought like, I was like, I hate black women. Like you would have thought I said that. It's kind of hard. Like you go to a predominantly white institute, there's predominantly white women. It's kind of bound to happen. But you know, some people just don't see it like that. They see like you're making a conscious choice.
My parents would like to see me with like a black woman, this and that, but since I grew up around white females my whole life, it's just kind of what happened. And now I go to a white institute.
If you've dated interracially, what things did you have to work through, like internally, like to be in that space?
My wife is Syrian. No one outwardly said, we don't approve. But some of that you could feel.
You feel, okay.
You could feel that. You know, her mom had to come probably the furthest to center, you know, because she was in a place where they're immigrants coming from Syria. They've settled all in this one town in Pennsylvania. In order for them to keep their ways of life, it was like, okay, we'll bring somebody back over from Syria, or we'll find you a Syrian in the community, right? Like that's how they kept their people their people. My mom, who grew up here, I've dated interracially before, I've dated black women before. She always said, as long as you're happy, I'm fine with it. So, but to get to that place where it was comfortable was a challenge, and it took a lot of work.
Who do you feel more bothered by you being an interracial couple, the females or the male?
Who feels more bothered by me?
Yeah.
Yeah, the women.
Where do you think that comes from, right? Why do you think that black women would feel some type of way if they're seeing you as having this preference, and or when people say that you are ignoring them?
I think there's like a bunch of things, like me like choosing somebody who like doesn't necessarily look like them, as me seeing them as like undesirable, or like me like if you take like the NBA, like we talked about this, like if you look at NBA wives, it's like a copy and paste template of like the same girl. It could be like levels of insecurity sometimes because of that. If you like, you know, you constantly feel like you're beautiful, but society is like showing you and trying to tell you that you're not. Like, you know, you kind of build some level of like insecurity within yourself, and like you lash out. And I understand, but I don't think I've ever not felt desirable by someone, where, you know, on the counterpart, a lot of black women sometimes may.